What's up, guys? Jake Bond 45 here to bring you my review of Season 4, Episode 3 of Star Wars The Clone Wars. And the title of this episode was called Prisoners. And it was a really good way to end the trilogy, and overall I enjoyed it, the whole trilogy as a whole. But in the last episode, we have, Lee Char and Ahsoka. They're basically separated from everybody else because the Republic troops, the Gungans, and the Calmarian people are taken prisoner by Rip Hampson. And basically, Rip Hampson's whole goal throughout this episode was to keep everybody as prisoner, use the Corrin, and basically he wanted to rule the whole planet of Calamari. That was his goal. And Lee Charles knew that he had to step up to become a leader. And basically, this whole episode basically about Lee Charles and how he was going to ascend to, gaining the respect of all his people and basically becoming the future king. And Lee Shaw basically had a plan to unite the Calmarians and the Corrin people because he knew that Count Dooku was using the Corrin, as slaves, but they didn't know it. But he knew that Count Dooku was just using them, and basically they forget about the whole planet of Mount Calamari. And Lee Charles' idea was to go to the prisoners, rally them up, tell them not to lose hope, not to lose faith. And meanwhile, Rip Hampson is with Anakin, Histo Finn, and Padme, and Jar Jar, yes. And basically they're being tortured to find out where was Lee Charles at. And then, basically Hampson, he was actually a good character, Rip Hampson. He was a real good villain. He was strict, he was strong, and basically he was going to get the information out of you by using electric eels, basically. And Rip Hampson's whole strategy, he was a pretty good general in this trilogy, and he's pretty good at battle. And after talking to Count Dooku, about the future plans, he decided that he was gonna call his boys, other Char guys, just like him, and basically take rule and really basically talk to the King Lee, well, the Prince Lee Charles. And with him was a representative of the Corrin people, and he was kind of like throughout this trilogy, he was kind of undecided to see how the people were being treated and whatnot, and he was the deciding factor throughout the whole series of whether he was going to stay to the loyal to Rip Hampson or that he was going to help the Republic and the Prince Lee Charles. And then when Lee Charles is confronted by Rip Hampson, they have a huge conversation about how Rip Hampson's nothing but a dictator sort of person. The people never look to him as like a ruler and whatnot. And Lee Charles, he does this convincing speech when telling the Corrin representative that we need to unite, we need to be good friends because he knew that none of the Corrin assassinated his father. He knew that was Rip Hampson, and then the Corrin representative is kind of like, I know his name started with an N. Just can't remember it right now. And basically, he's still deciding whether or not to do. And then Lee Charles was put to execution. However, the representative of the Corrin actually went to General Akbar as all the prisoners were gathered up, and he said, "The Corrin people are beside you. Let's go." And they went out and they shot all the droids and all the Sark fifth species people, just like Rip Hampson. And it was an all-out battle. And I like Star Wars: The Clone Wars because they have these good battles where it's not like one side overwhelms the other. No, this is a legitimate war where both sides are going to have casualties, and the droids were shooting, the some Gungans and whatnot. It's a good war scene. That's what I love about Clone Wars. It stays true to the title. It is a legitimate war, and these battles are really good. And near the end, we see Lee Charles. He's honing his skills, leading his people, shooting all the droids, whatnot. We see his skill, and then it comes to the near climax where Lee Charles faces off against Rip Hampson, and it's kind of like a test for Lee Charles. For him to ascend to that level, of king, and basically to avenge his father's death, which he does, and by stabbing him with one of Rip Hampson's explosive devices, and basically he shoots it the target. Basically, Rip Hampson explodes, and he's automatically dead. And the people rally with Lee Charles. They're congratulating their victory. And then in the end of the episode, we see the correlation of Lee Charles becoming the true king, and everybody's just clapping. Lee Charles did a good job. He was a really good character. He developed really well throughout this whole trilogy, starting from this rookie prince to this now king. And I hope we see some more episodes from him, because I actually like Lee Charles and the Mount Calmarian characters. And yeah, it ended off pretty good. I really enjoyed this trilogy. Comment below what you guys thought about this trilogy. Did you like it? What you guys thought about this episode? I will be back next week with a new episode review, and hopefully they keep this momentum up, because I'm really digging this season 4 already with this underwater battle saga done. So anyways, just comment below what you guys thought. Subscribe to more great videos. That would really be helpful, and rate my videos. Thank you very much. Thank you all for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next week with another episode review. Peace.